Hi YouTube friends, I'm teacher Regy Safadão, and today we are going to talk about the solutions of the quadratic equations by completing the square. Are you ready? So, play the vignette. Hi friends, this is our class number 1 of 2. I'm teacher Regy Safadão. Let's see our opening. Okay, this is our channel of Mathematics Without Frontiers. And remember, this class has got two versions, one in Portuguese and one in English, okay? So, let's see. Today, we are going to talk about just one second. Okay, today we are going to talk about the quadratic equations by completing the square, okay? So an equation, a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. And let's see our first example. Let me pick up right here a laser point. Okay, very good. So our first equation is x squared minus 12x plus 27 equals to 0. Well, let's focus on this number right here, okay? C on our equation, okay? Well, this plus 27 is going to be moved to the second member of the equation, I mean to the right side of the equation, okay? So if it is plus 27, now it is minus 27 because it was moved from the left to the right side of the equation. And at the same moment I do this, I write blanks, two blanks, one on the left and the other on the right side of the equation. Why? Because my intention is to make it here on the left side of the equation a perfect square trinomial, okay? Well, how I'm going to do this? See, this b minus 12 here, I have to do something like this. Always b over 2 squared, always. So our b is minus 12. So what I got to do? I got to write minus 12 over 2 squared. Well, let's see. Minus 12 over 2 is minus 6. And minus 6 squared is 36. So the number we are searching for is 36. So write 36 right here. And also on the left and also on the right side of the equation, okay? And so this is a perfect square trinomial, all right? And factoring this, we get something like this. X squared minus 12x plus 36 is x minus 6 squared. How we did this? The square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 36 is 6. So x minus 6. Why minus? The sign here is minus, so the sign here is going to be minus 2. Okay, so x squared minus 12x plus 36 is x minus 6 squared. So writing, okay, replacing the trinomial by the factored form, we have something like this. X minus 6 squared is 9. Why 9? Because minus 27 plus 36 is 9. All right. And now, see, and now we are going to take the square root on both sides of the equation like this. Okay. So taking the square root, we have something like this. Okay. Well, we are going to pachaco here and pachaco here. Okay. See? And also, I have here, what are the square roots of 9? Plus 3 and minus 3. So it remains this. Minus x minus 6 is plus or minus 3. Okay? Now, let's split up the answers. Plus 3 and minus 3. Now, x1 is 3 plus 6, and x2 is minus 3 plus 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9, and minus 3 plus 6 is 3. So our solution set is 3 and 9. All right, so we've done letter A. Let's see letter B. So letter B is minus x squared plus 10x minus 24 is 0. Well, I myself used to multiply the equation by minus 1. Some teachers and some other students, instead of multiplying by minus 1, they divide the equation by minus 1. Well, it does not matter. It does not change the answer of the equation. You can do on both ways, all right? Well, I prefer multiplying. So minus 1 times minus x squared is plus x squared. Minus 1 times plus 10x is minus 10x. And minus 1 times minus 24 is plus 24. So our equation now becomes something like this. X squared minus 10x plus 24 is 0. Okay? And focus, remember, focus on plus 24. Move it to the second member of the equation, it comes minus 24, all right? And at the same time you do this, don't forget to write two blanks, one blank on the left side of the equation and the other blank on the right side of the equation, okay? Well, now, remember, minus 10 is b, so b over 2 is squared, all right? So b over 2 is squared is minus 10 over 2 is squared. Well, minus 10 over 2 is minus 5, and minus 5 squared is 25. So the number we are searching for to write here and here, okay, to make the left side of the equation a perfect square trinomial is 25. So write 25 on both sides of the equation. Now, x squared minus 10x plus 25 is a perfect square trinomial. So factoring, we have x squared minus 10x plus 25. Well, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 25 is 5, and the sign is minus. So we have x minus 5 is squared, and replacing the trinomial, this trinomial here, replacing by the factored form, we have x minus 5 squared is 1, y1. Minus 24 plus 25 is 1, okay? And now, let's take the square root on both sides of the equation, like this. All right, and Pachaco here and Pachaco here. So what remains? X minus 5, and what are the square root of 1? Plus 1 and minus 1. Great. So x minus 5 is plus or minus 1. Now, splitting the roots up, we have x1 is 1 plus 5, and x2 is minus 1 plus 5. Well, 1 plus 5 is 6, and minus 1 plus 5 is 4. So our solution set is 4 and 6. All right, class, let's go to our question C. X squared plus 8x minus 9 is 0. Focus on minus 9, all right? So move it to the right side of the equation, it comes plus 9, all right? And at the same time you do this, write two blanks, one on the left side of the equation and the other on the right side of the equation. Don't forget, you have to search for numbers here and here to be written on both sides, okay, that complete here, that make here a perfect square trinomial, okay? So b, what's b? B is plus 8. So plus 8 over 2 is squared, like this. So b over 2 is squared is 8 over 2 is squared. Well, 8 over 2 is 4, and 4 squared is 16. So the number we are searching for is 16. So write 16 on both sides of the equation. Now I have here a perfect square trinomial, okay? And factoring this, we have x squared plus 8x plus 16. Well, x squared, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 16 is 4, and the sign is plus. So I have x plus 4 is squared, and now I replace, okay, that trinomial by the factored form. So I have x plus 4 is squared is 25. Why 25? 9 plus 16, 25. And now what I've got to do? okay, I have to take the square root on both sides of the equation. Okay, well, Pachaco and Pachaco. Here, what remains? X plus 4, and what are the square roots of 25? Plus or minus 5. Very good. And so, okay, I have something like this, and I'm going to split up the answers, okay? X1 is 5 minus 4, and X2 is minus 5 minus 4. Well, 5 minus 4 is 1. And minus 5 minus 4 is minus 9. So the solution set is minus 9 and 1. Okay, now let's see our last question. Question D. 2x squared plus 4x minus 30 is 0. Well, we have a problem right here. The problem is that this A cannot be 2. Okay, see, attention. The coefficient A must be 1 all the time. Okay, so if I want to move, if I want to change this number 2 here, I have to divide the equation. See, I have to divide the equation by 2. All right, so dividing the equation by 2, I will have something like this. X squared plus 2x minus 15 is 0. Okay, so this equation is similar, is equivalent to the top one. Okay, so it does not change the answers of the equation. All right, so focus on minus 15. Move it to the right side of the equation. It's going to come plus 15. And don't forget to write 2 blanks, one on the left, the other on the right. So it's done. Well, let's search for numbers here and here that complete here a perfect square trinomial. Okay, well, what's b? B is plus 2. So remember, 2b over 2 is squared. So 2 over 2 is squared. Well, 2 over 2 is 1, and 1 is squared is 1. So it is something like this. All right, so the number we are searching for is 1. Okay, and so this is on the left side, this is a perfect square trinomial. Okay, and 15 plus 1 is 16. Well, factoring the trinomial, we have x squared plus 2x plus 1 is, well, the square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 1 is 1. And the sign is plus, so x plus 1 is squared. Okay, let's write the factorial. Let's remove the trinomial and write the factorial form. And 15 plus 1 is 16. Now, we are going to take the square root on both sides of the equation, okay? And so, Pachaco and Pachaco, all right? So what remains? X plus 1, and what are the square roots of 16, sorry. Plus or minus 4, great. So it's done. Now, let's split up the square roots, plus 4 and minus 4. X1 is 4 minus 1, that is 3. And X2 is minus 4 minus 1, that is minus 5. And so our answer, our solution set is minus 5 and 3. Okay, thank you very much for watching our video to the end. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, to share this video with your friends, your classmates, your neighbors, your parents, your grandparents, everyone you love. Okay, and give us your like. This is quite very important for us. Don't forget, I am teacher Regy Safadão, telling you, saying you goodbye. Okay, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
That's all, folks.